I grew up, my dad was a huge Star Trek fan. And so he and I watched like the original series, he had it all on tape. We would go to the movies together. He loved Star Trek, which is a big humanist manifesto, right? That we're going to unite humanity and ultimately go out and explore the universe. But he and I would joke about it because he was still somewhat captivated by the ideas of Roddenberry and hope for humanity through this humanist experience where we'd find meaning within ourselves and see beauty in our flaws and all that stuff, which is one of the recurring themes in the conversations. Like, yes, we're flawed, but we're beautiful. Our flaws make us beautiful, which is, anti-Christian in this sense, because our flaws are sins against God, and ultimately we need redemption. And so you see the conflict between them. But what always cracked me up about the Star Trek universe was that this utopian vision of humanity finally uniting and launching ourselves out into space so that we can then go to war with other beings, right? I mean, it's like we're now united, so let's go find other people. And if they disagree with us, we're going to go to war with them, like the Klingons and the Romulans and the Borg or whatever. We finally got over our problems here on Earth and united in this humanist utopia so that we can then unite and take on enemies.
Find other people we got problems with.
That's right. Let's go kill them now. That we're all you're never gonna escape a sort of tribalism that comes with that worldview. It's just always going to be there. Tribalism will ultimately take over because sooner or later there's going to be some conflict of flourishing in societies, and then the only way to settle that will be power.
I think that's why tribalism is on the rise in the United States right now, and probably not just here, but certainly, Americans are feeling that we're growing in tighter and tighter groups, these silos where we don't want to have anything to do with people that are not a part of this group. And it is related to this when you don't have that shared vision of something transcendent that grounds meaning and purpose. All that is left is power. And, I was wondering if we'd have a chance to talk about literature and its connection here to some of these issues. But George Orwell wrote a great essay. I'm trying to blank on the essay now. Notes on the Way. That's what it was called. Notes on the Way. And he is writing somewhat talking about this Nietzschean idea of the death of God. And he's got this powerful couple of sentences when he says, for hundreds of years, we were sawing on, why am I drawing a blank on this, man? This is where I'm like you. Why shouldn't I come ready with all these quotes?
Should everything memorized?
We sawed and sawed and sawed on the branch we were sitting on. And much to our surprise, we cut through a lot quicker than we thought, and we came down crashing. But unfortunately, the thing at the bottom was not a bed of roses. It was a cesspool of barbed wire. And of course, he's describing the 20th century and one of the consequences that he thought that came from society severing itself from the Christian worldview. Now, Orwell, again, a humanist himself, he was not a Christian. So it's not like he was saying, hey, let's all go back to following Jesus. It was an essay lamenting that they had no plan for how to deal with this. And he goes on to talk about one of the consequences of when you kill off the Heavenly Father is that mankind has no reason to view each other as a brother anymore.